Welcome to Q Automation Hub. So in this video, we'll see what is a break and continue statement and why we are using that in our programming. And we will mostly use this break and continue in our loops. And what is a break statement? It's nothing but it is used to terminate from the loop immediately. Okay, so once you put this break statement in any condition or something inside your loop, it will come out of the loop immediately. Okay, and to terminate the loop based on some conditions, or if you are not known about your iterations or something, at that time you can use this break statement, and you can terminate from the loop if that condition occurs. Okay, so for that you will be using this break statement in your loops, and we have also seen this in our switch control statement, right? If you want to come out of some case values, then you will use this break, otherwise it will keep on moving to the next case value, correct? So at that time also we are just using this break statement in Java. And continue is nothing but it is used to skip the current iteration of a loop, and we want to continue that loop, but do not want the remaining statement after that continue statement. Okay, so once you give that continue statement, that particular iteration conditions will get wipe off, and the other iterations coming after that, it will keep running. Okay, but here break, it will not run the next iterations, till that break it will run, and after that it will come out of the loop. The other iterations will be not run. Okay, and now we will create a method here. Okay, I'm creating a simple method called break method or something. Okay, and we will create a for loop here for int I equal to 0, I is less than 5 or something, and I plus plus. Okay, so we are just printing the value from 0 to 5. So okay, and we'll print the value of 5 is okay. We are printing the value of I here, and we'll put a simple if condition. If I equal to 3, then it comes out of the loop. Okay, comes out of the loop. And now if you run this one, it will not come out. Okay, so for example, I will call this method here, and when I run this Java file, right, you can see it will print everything till 4. Okay, if you are giving it as equal to, then it is going to print till 5, right? Okay, see here it comes inside this one, but it is not coming out of the loop, it is going for the other iteration 4 and 5. It is printing out, right? But if you want to print till this 3, then what you have to do, you have to put a break here. If you put a break statement, then if you are running it, you can see here it will print till 3, and then it comes out of the loop. The fourth and fifth iterations are not run in this program. So this is for the usefulness of break. In some cases, based on the condition, if you want to terminate the loop, or if your iterations are unknown, at that time you can use it. And this is not only specific for the for loop, you can do this using the while and do while loop also. So this while and do while we have seen in our previous videos clearly. So you can use the break statements there as well. Okay, and now let us see what happens if you are using continue. Okay, now we'll see the example for the continue, and I'll create a method here, a static method. Okay, continue method or something I have given, and we will give the same for loop here. Int I equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 5, and I plus plus. Okay, and what we'll do here, we'll put a condition if I is equal to 3, then I'm putting the continue statement here. Okay, and after that let us print the value of I, so that we'll come to know whether that iteration, if it is comes to 3, it is skipping or not. Okay, value of I is I. Okay, so let me call this method here, and we'll run this program now. You can see it should print till 5, right? It printed 0, 1, 2, and when it comes to 3, right, it will come here I equal to 3. It will go inside, since it is continue. Okay, it will immediately skip all the logics that are given inside this one. Okay, inside this one it will skip, and again it will come to the increment operator, and it will increment 4. Then it will come here, 4 is equal to 3, no, then it will not come inside this one. Okay, that's why it is skipping the uh, uh, iteration when I becomes 3. Okay, you can see here 0 1 2 3 is not printed. Okay, so if you give something 4 here, then the fourth iteration will get skipped. You can see here 0 1 2 3 and fourth, yeah, that is skipped, and you are printing the fifth value. Okay, but in case of break, what happens, if you put it as break, then it completely comes out, right? It will print till 3 only. 0 1 2 3 fourth and fifth are skipped. So this is the difference between break and continue mainly. Okay, so this you have to know. In some cases you will need to use this break and continue statement. Okay, so the one more thing that you need to know about break and continue is, after this statement, you should not give any kind of code. Okay, so for example, I'm just giving a print statement here, print value or something, and you can see it will throw an error. Okay, unreachable code, because after this continue, if you give any code, right, it will not run. So don't give any logics after the continue statement inside the same block. Okay, so you can give outside this block, that is going to take inside this for loop, but in this if condition, if you are giving something inside after this continue statement, it will not take. Okay, you can give before, that will not be a problem, but after continue you should not give. And similarly for break also, it behaves the same way. Don't give any kind of logics or statements after this, then it will show it as unreachable code. Okay, and this is all about break and continue, and I think you guys are clear on this one. So you have to use this properly when you get a situation to terminate from a current iteration or to come out of the loop completely. So there, that time you just choose break or continue for your requirement. Okay, and thanks for watching my video.